Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Shauki bin Ahmad Smadi and I'm from class PD007 1B2. So today I will talk about UED102 as my study skills, and that is about my reflective video. So what is study skills? Study skills is a course in your ITM that every first semester student has to take part in it. Study skills, are known as UED102, is a basic academic skills that we will learn about. For example, how to set our goals, how to manage our time, and how to take notes efficiently. What did I learn from study skills? Like I said just now, study skills is just a basic academic skills that we learn. So I'm going to walk you guys through what did I learn for 4 weeks. Okay, so actually in the first week we learned about learning style inventory and goal statement, and for the second week we learned about time management and organizational skills, and for the third week we learned about memory, improving concentration and reading system, and for the last week we learned about taking lectures notes efficiently, academic integrity and performance. Okay, so actually how do I feel for study skills? So the main thing that I feel is actually I was very nervous because, as you guys know, we are learning through ODL because of this pandemic that is happening all around the world. So I felt nervous because first, I am not used to ODL because in high schools we learn through face-to-face and not through ODL. So I felt nervous because I don't expect what will happen in the class. Basically, you're just talking to lecturers, not face-to-face but through a screen. So what are my preparation for study skills? So usually before class I will read my notes, and when the class is starting I'll always bring my notebook. So why is this notebook important? Because when your lecturer is talking something that you think is important, you can just jot it down, and then after class you can just refer back to it and you can study through it. So that is why notes are very important. So okay guys, so now I'm going to talk about the new things that I learned in study skills. So for the first point is goal statement. So before this, usually when I want to set a goal, I will be like, yeah, I want to be an architect in the future. So in study skills, actually we learn how to make that goals precise. So we learn about the characteristic of goals, where the goals need to be positive, it should be self-made, and many more. Okay, so for the next point is time management. Actually before this, I really don't care about my time. I just use it to the fullest. Like usually I like playing games, but through study skills I learned that time is very important. So actually it shows us how to manage our time perfectly and consistently. So the next point is reading text. Actually before this, when I read something I just read it until I understand. But in study skills actually we learn how to read using SQ3R. So what is SQ3R? It is actually survey, query, read, recall and review. So the next one is note taking using Cornell method. So basically this is very new. I never ever used a Cornell method before. So as you guys see on the board here is actually where the piece of A4 paper is gonna need to be separated into 3 boxes, and that is Q, notes and summary. So usually at this Q is where you fill in your keywords and your question, and the notes is that all the thing that is important, and for the summary is just what you learned from the class. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic, and that is obstacles and how I overcome it. So basically, everyone will run into obstacles. So I'm gonna tell what did I run into and how I overcome it. Okay, so if you guys look at here for the first point, it's basically what everybody has to go through, and that is internet problem. You know, when suddenly when you want to join a class, but your internet just, I don't know what happened. The internet will just pop, and you cannot connect into the class. So how do I overcome this problem? So usually before class, I will test my internet speed first to make sure my connection strength is very good. So if it is not good, I will try to find somewhere else that is suitable and have great connection. And so let's move on to the next one, and that is do not understand. So what is this? So as you guys know, in online classes, when you do not understand, you don't know what to do, because usually if we having an face-to-face classes, we will usually raise our hand and we ask our teacher. But online class is very different, you know, because you are talking through a screen and you cannot show it physically. So how do I overcome this problem? So if so in an online class, if I do not understand, I will open my mic and I will ask the lecturer. For example, like, excuse me, madam, I do not understand the part where something, so like that. Okay, so the next one is sleepy. This is very normal for everyone to feel like this. I mean, sometimes when we have morning class, you guys know it, right? When you guys like watching the online class, and then you're like, oh no, I'm so sleepy, and then you doze away and then you sleep, and then when you wake up, you know that the class already have ended. So this is just a normal problem that every student have to go through. So how do I overcome this problem is by making sure that I get enough sleep. So for example, if I have class in the morning, I will sleep earlier at the night. And for the last one is corner method. So actually, when at first I read the notes about corner method, I didn't understand how to actually use it. But how do I overcome this problem? So I overcome this by studying about corner method by using YouTube, the Google, and many ways to make sure that I understand this method. So study skills actually have assignment, and there are two assignments that we need to do. The first one is where we need to make an e-portfolio that contain 80% of our mark, and the second one is what I am doing right now, and that is the reflective video. This reflective video contains 20% of the mark. Okay, so at the end of the day, for me, study skills is a very important course because it shows us how to study more effectively, how to make our goals more clearer, how to manage our time perfectly, and how to take notes using corner method, and many more. Basically, all the things that we learn in study skills, we can use it to apply in our studies. For me, that is very, very good because we can improve our studies to make sure that we can get greater marks in our examination. And I would like to thank everybody that helped me in finishing my reflective video. And the most important thing is stay safe and don't forget to wash your hand always. If not, the COVID will come for you. So thank you for listening, and I hope to see you guys another day. Assalamualaikum.